Paul, I want you to imagine you've been voted Sexiest Man of the Year again. Give me your best WTF reacting to that news.
It's somehow the mistake had happened. This mistake had been repeated, and I would say, what the f***?
That was going to be mine if you were going to ask me the same thing. I probably wouldn't say what the f*** in that sense. I probably would say f*** you.
How you doing, guys?
Hi, Simon.
How you doing, Simon?
Oh, it's so lovely to see you both again. Congratulations on the film. I thought it was brilliant. It's so dark and funny, but tackles a lot of issues in society today. So, Paul, I'm going to start with you. Can you remember the elevator pitch for the movie when you first started talking about the film? Because what the hell did they say to you?
Well, I didn't really get, it wasn't pitched to me. It was just a script that was sent to me from my agent. I was already familiar with Alex Sharfman, who wrote it and directed it, from another script that he'd read. And I was a fan of his. I think he's a really great writer. And so I was excited already to read it, but I never want them to tell me anything because I like to kind of be surprised. I want to read a script as if I was watching the film. I try and avoid trailers. I don't like to read reviews. I just don't want to know anything because I think it's just more enjoyable to experience it that way. And so that's how I feel about reading scripts. But when I'm like, oh, I can't wait to read Alex Sharfman's new script, and it comes across and I just see Death of a Unicorn. I mean, I'm already thinking, well, it's, you know, you're already there. I'm intrigued. And I was, you know, a few pages in, I'm already kind of like, okay, where is this going? And I was just completely engaged from the get-go.
I love that. I mean, honestly, I was sold when I saw Death of a Unicorn starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. I'm sold. I'm watching that movie, so I completely get you. So, Jenna, you and Paul have such great chemistry together, and in your career, you've already had so many iconic co-stars like Catherine Zeta-Jones, Winona Ryder, and Catherine O'Hara playing your parents and family members. So, where does Paul Rudd rank as your coolest on-screen parent?
That's terrible to do this in front of him. I'm trying to think.
It's okay to say fourth.
Yeah, no, it's really hard for me to rank any of them because I think they've all been just such a surprise and so warm and welcoming and sweet. So I don't know that I have a rank for them, but Paul was right. He is fourth.
To confirm, you're fourth, Paul.
I'll take it. With those three, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, go up against Winona, and then you tell me. No, I'm kidding.
I was kind of expecting that answer, to be honest. Paul, there's so many awkward dad and daughter moments in the film, and I love the moment that you realise that Ridley vapes. So I'd love to know, what was the most surprising thing you learned about Jenna whilst you were working together?
Well, I mean, this is the first time, you know, I didn't really know Jenna until this, and as far as being surprised, I didn't really have any kind of preconceived notion. I knew who she was, but it wasn't so much a surprise because certainly she seems like she's a pretty smart, cool, and interesting and talented person. But I think every one of those qualities you could kind of amplify by, 100 times, and it was just continually reinforced how fantastic she is. It's like throughout the entire film, and I'm not the only one who feels that. I think if you ask that question to every single person that worked on this film, they would have the same answer. So it was just joyous and great.
No, I love that. And Jenna, without giving too much away, your character has a special connection to the unicorns in this movie. So I was wondering, which of your co-stars that you've worked with before have you felt a real special connection to?
Again, Winona, I think is a very strong, I think she was the first person that I met who truly was reading my mind. And that was a very special, kind of peculiar feeling. And yeah, I don't know, she's just one of those people that as soon as you start talking, the words just kind of flow and there's no real thought process there. You just know that something really sweet and magical and profound is happening. And yes, she's a very big one for me.
Oh, I love that. No mention of you again, Paul. This interview is not going well for you, my friend.
By the way, no, yeah, it's fine with me. And I know Winona as well, and I would, for sure, she's at the top there, top of the mountain.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I forget what it was happening, but sometime during this press tour, I think I said something about like the unicorn in my life being women, and I think that's true. So I'm just doubling down on that point, Paul.
Yeah,
Just
smart and true.
they're
I love
awesome.
That's honestly such a lovely answer. So between the two of you, I think I clocked 4 WTFs in this movie, and you deliver them all perfectly. And I love nothing more than letting out a big WTF. So I want to get both of your advice on how to deliver the perfect WTF. So Paul, I want you to imagine you've been voted sexiest man of the year again. Give me your best WTF reacting to that news.
Can I actually say it?
I mean, I would be honored if you said the actual word, but it's completely up to you.
Oh, I'll say the word. So this is my reaction if I got, if somehow the mistake had happened, this mistake had been repeated, and I would say, what the fuck?
Perfect. No notes.
It might throw a, it might be an OWTF. It might be oh, what the fuck?
That was gonna be mine if you were gonna ask me the same thing and I were reacting to the same news.
Okay, that's great. I mean, Jenna, I do have one for you. I want you to imagine you've just found out your best friend has never heard the Beatles before. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That is crazy. Could you imagine? That's my natural one. But I probably wouldn't say what the fuck in that sense. I probably would say fuck you. I think that makes more sense.
Of course, you're right. It does.
Yeah. It's a very valid reaction, to be fair. That was wonderful. Thank you, guys. Again, no notes. Both absolutely nailed that. But finally, Jenna, I know music plays a big part in your life and your character in this movie. So I'd love to know, if you both had to describe each other's characters in this movie with a song, which song would you choose?
Oh, that is good. Well, I was very excited that Alex Sheffman went with Cocteau Twins in Ridley's headphones in the beginning. So I feel like See Swallow Me would be a really big one. But I also see a lot of Alex G in her repertoire. So maybe there's some Alex G song. Maybe like Change or yeah, I don't know, some sort of Alex. I have to think about it.
I'll hand it over to Paul.
Oh, I'll go with Divine Comedy, To the Rescue. With Neil Hannon. It's the one that popped in my head. Neil Hannon. It's his song about saving, I believe, maybe even a horse. About his partner. You know, they save horses.
It's very on brand.
Being you know, a real activist and doing the right thing, and so I think that would fit.
Also, very fitting because we talked about the Divine Comedy a lot on this set.
Yeah, I know it's true. It's and I maybe that kind of came into play because I know that we did, and I'm a big fan.
Oh, I love that. Guys, I've been told I need to leave. So thank you so much for your time. Always love chatting to you both. Yeah, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
The species in this area are rare. What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a fucking unicorn.